Hi guys, today we're going to take on a fodder challenge. So grab any scraps you have and let's get started. Hi, Tammy here from Frou-frou Studio. Sorry I've been absent for a couple of days. I've had a nasty bug and I just haven't felt like doing anything, which really bums me out when I can't craft or don't feel like crafting. But today we are going to take on a fodder challenge. We're going to make some tags using up some more scraps, and I hope you enjoy this. I think that I made this one just to kind of walk through the process, and it's really fun. So we're going to do a couple and see how it goes. So I am using pre-made tags simply because I didn't have any time to cut any up. You can of course use any kind of base you want for this, but these are just Tim Holtz heavy duty manila tags, and I peeled the reinforcer off the front so that I could cover the front of the tag, and then I'll put it back on, put another one back on when we're done. So a friend of mine gave me a bunch of paper, scrapbook paper, that she was not going to use, and so I have some of that, and then of course I have just a pile of scraps over here that I just literally reached my hand in my bin and pulled out. So whatever's here is here, and that's what we're going to use. So what you want to do is tear strips to fit on your tag, and you want to make them all different widths so that everything's not the same width. I just ripped on one side and didn't worry about the one straight side because it's going to end up getting covered up. So, you know, you basically just want to rip them to fit your tag. You can overhang it a little if you want until you get it glued down. The idea is to kind of alternate between papers so that you have a variety of papers in your tag that are a variety of different widths. And there is no rhyme or reason to how to do this. I am kind of doing mine based on color just because I thought that would look kind of neat to do it based on color, but you can do obviously whatever you feel like it. I'm even going to throw some of this baking paper in here, but as you can see, I'm just kind of ripping it different sizes, and then we will go through and glue them all on and decorate the tag from there. Let's see, we've got some music. Let's do kind of like this one. So I hope everybody's doing okay. I think I've mentioned before, my sister is coming in this weekend, and so I was really bummed about not feeling good because I definitely don't want to be feeling bad when she gets here, but I am feeling much better, and I think everything's going to be just fine. I may not get to make another video this week, though. It may be the first of next week. So if you don't hear from me, everything's fine. I just have company, and want to enjoy spending time with her while she's here. Because of COVID, you know, I've not seen her in like a year and a half, so it'll be really nice to see her. And we're supposed to have good weather. It's supposed to be hot, but it's not supposed to be a lot of rain or anything, unlike today when I got home and it was pouring. Absolutely pouring. My dogs didn't even want to go out. Okay, I think that may be enough. I'm going to ink the edges, and I'm just going to worry about the torn edge, and I'm using Vintage Photo, and of course you can use whatever your favorite is to kind of age papers up. I tend to go between Vintage Photo, Ground Espresso. Sometimes if something's too white, but I don't really want it as dark as Vintage Photo, I will use Antique Linen. I kind of like how that makes the paper, you know, kind of yellowy without making it so dark. But I'm doing just one edge because these are going to stack on top of each other, so it's really not going to matter if all the edges are done. And then once we get them all stacked, then we'll go around the whole tag. Okay, so that's that. So the next thing we're going to do is glue them all down. Let me get my glue book here. I am going to use a glue stick for this part, so got my trusty glue book. I keep saying that I want to do the Fodder challenge, that is the paper dolls, but I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. That looks like a lot of fun. A lot of people have been doing it and posting on Instagram. I don't know if you've seen them or not, but now my glue stick is purple, but it will dry clear. So if you see that purple under there, that's kind of what that is. And you can do these in any kind of order that you want. And I really didn't need to put glue all the way across that, but that's okay. And you can put, you know, any overhang. See, I just did that one backwards. Any kind of overhang that you like. I'm going to peel this up and put this under because I don't want that straight edge on top. That's what I'm doing. And I'm also going to pull it over to the side because there's no need to have that. There, that's better. Anyway, the paper dolls. About forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, I'm wanting to do the paper dolls. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I don't really have anywhere to use them, but it just looks like it'd be fun. Sometimes we got to do stuff that just might be fun. All right, let's do this one. And you don't have to alternate between colors and plain. You can do this in whatever sequence or order that you like. I kind of like to mix it up a little bit. Okay, let's do this one. want to thank my new subscribers. For hanging out and watching what I love to do. Thank everybody for their nice comments. My little chunky gal has sold and is on her way to her new home. So thank you for that. She was a fun one. All right, so now we are going to trim this off. And look at me getting glue on my mat. And again, you can make these tags out of whatever you want. You know, just a sturdy, something sturdy to hold the paper. I just didn't have time to make anything before I wanted to get this filmed for you guys. So I just grabbed some already made ones. Okay, so there's that. Everything's sticking to my fingers. Okay, we'll put the hole back in here. Oh, I should have waited for that glue to dry a little bit, I guess. It didn't like that. No, it's stuck. I'm filming, little thing. You can't be messing up while I'm filming. There we go. Maybe. I guess that would be considered a blooper, huh? Okay, so there's that, and then let's run some ink along the edges now that we have everything glued down. And there's what we have. Really cute little tags. And let's pick out a bird since we did a bird on the other one. I want something that's going to... I don't have a lot of birds. I need to get some fussy cutting done. I did do a lot when I was not feeling well. I mean, that's something you can kind of do when you're not feeling too good. Just fussy cut. I like him on there. We'll trim him up a little more. I don't cut them as close when I cut them initially, and then cut them closer after when I go to use them, because then it doesn't take near as long to clean them up. Because you've already done really all the hard part. Okay. That's one thing I can't stand about a glue stick, is it makes your fingers sticky. Okay, ink him up a little bit, get rid of the white edges. Okay, and then we'll get us a label. These are Tracy Fox labels. I'm thinking of red since we've got the red in the bird. Yep. And let's get us a little number. I've got two different kinds of things in here. Actually, there's several different kinds, but the digitals that are in here are either Tracy Fox or Creative Collage Club, or yeah, that's it. I think I like that one. It says Rockford Seed Farms on it. Ink that up. Where is, there it is. Until I haven't used my glue in a couple of days. It says, it's not coming out. Nope. Upside down would not be good. Crooked also would not be good. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to add just a little piece of lace. Which one of these do I want? And this is not vintage lace, unfortunately. I'm having trouble finding vintage lace lately. This is just some that I got at the fabric store. I did find some nice embroidery work and some doilies though, and I think that is going to be the cover on my next journal. Some of those pieces. And I am just putting some vintage or antique linen on here, so it's not so white. Wipe my mat off here. I'm gonna stick that on with Fodder Tag, or 3-in-1. Okay. And then the last thing I'm going to do after I wipe this glue off my glass mat before it absolutely drives me crazy. It's just a baby wipe. Cleans it right up. And then I always keep a dry one as well so I can dry it. Works like a charm. I'm going to put the bird on, but to put the bird on, I'm going to use matte gel. And the reason I'm going to use that is because if you'll notice on this one, see this shadowing effect? I did that with a pastel pencil. In order to do that, I want matte medium to be under it. So when I use the water pencil, I'm able to create this shadowing. So I'm just going to brush some of that on there. And then I'm going to stick the bird down. And you don't have to cover the whole thing. I just like to get enough so that I can stick the bird down, and so I can, you know, have a little bit around the outside edge so that when I go in with my pastel pencil, it will smooth. And I'm going to put him like he's sitting on that row right there. And that is bubbling up that baking paper, but it should flatten back out when it dries. And I'm going to put you on pause for just a minute so that I can dry this, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and it's not completely dry, but it's close enough. And you can see that baking paper is going to flatten right back out when it dries all the way. So if you get a little bit of ruffle there, don't worry about it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my black pastel pencil, and you can do this with like a watercolor colored pencil too, if you have one. Or anything that's water soluble will work. I just work with pastels, and so that's what I have. A charcoal pencil will also work. And I am just outlining the bird. Some pastel pencil. And if you didn't want to do water, you could probably use just one of those little... Hi guys, sorry about that. I thought I was filming for this whole last tag, and obviously I was not. And so this is what it ended up looking like. I did the same process as I did with the others, just used a different color combination, and I thought this one looked beachy, so I went with kind of a, you know, seabird, beachy kind of bird. And I did not do the pastel process with this one because I wanted a lighter feel, because it does have kind of that beach vibe. And so instead I used the foam on it and raised it up a little, used a little bit of cheesecloth, and again put the labels here. I think that I'm gonna add, I have some stickers that are little shells, like conch shells, and I think I'm gonna add one of those to that. And then again, once I decide what journal this is going in and what would be appropriate, I would add a sentiment. And this is how this one ended up when it was all dry and the shadows there. And I think it's really cute too. And I put a little piece of red ribbon to bring out the red in the bird and the red in the tag, so that I've got my 3 red elements there. So these are super fun, and I definitely would suggest trying them. They're a great way to use up scraps, and they're fun and easy and quick, and a great relaxer, actually, because you know, you're not doing anything too difficult. And sometimes that's the greatest thing, is to find something that you can do to craft that you don't have to think a lot about, and you don't have to plan a whole lot. You just grab a bunch of scraps and rip them up and put them on a tag, and they look awesome. So I will, like I said, have company this weekend, but I hope to get another video made between now and then to release on Saturday, and then the next one will be next week. If I do not get the opportunity to do that, everything's fine. I just have company and want to spend quality time with my family, and I appreciate you all hanging with me and letting me do that. And thank you so much for subscribing, and if you haven't, please do. We're going to do lots of fun things, and as I get more into this and more used to doing the video thing, and obviously being able to operate my phone, because I can't do that today, you know, we're gonna have lots of fun things to do in the future. So until the next time, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.